Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 1990 sequel to the 1988 film Die Hard, and that's going to be on Die Hard 2. So Die Hard 2 is the sequel to Die Hard starring Bruce Willis, and once again stars Bruce Willis. And in this movie, Die Hard 2 is about John McClane, John McClane, a year after his heroics in the LA detective, because this movie takes place a year after his heroics in Los Angeles, a detective, John McClane. Like, John McClane is mixed up in another terrorist plot, this time at Washington Dulles International Airport. Yeah, Washington Dulles International Airport. There you go. Where he is waiting for his wife, and that same night, South American Politico and drug profiteer Raymond Esperanza is arriving in the United States custody. John McClane takes action when a transcendent ex-colonel seizes control of the airport, threatening to crash every inbound flight unless Esperanza is freed. And there you go. So along with the first movie, I also watched Die Hard 2 on Peacock not too long ago, and I gotta say it's one good sequel. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a good sequel to Die Hard. Die Hard 2 I thought was a good sequel, and yeah, and just like the first movie, like I said, I also watched this film on Peacock, since almost all the Die Hard movies are streaming on Peacock right now. But yeah, so I've only watched the first two Die Hard films on Peacock, so I already reviewed the first Die Hard movie not too long ago. And so when it comes to Die Hard 2, probably the best part for Die Hard 2 is definitely Bruce Willis as John McClane, because, Bruce Willis still does a great job playing John McClane from Die Hard in this movie. And everybody else did a good job as well. And including the music score was actually done by Michael Kimen. I know Michael Kimen. I know he's done other music scores in the past, I think, from what I know, 101 Dalmatians and live action. He did the music for Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves, Kevin Costner. And yeah, and oh yeah, and of course Die Hard 2. There's many other movies did reference the other Die Hard films, including Die Hard 2, because there's another sequel that came out in 1999, Toy Story 2. The title screen to Toy Story 2 is a reference to Die Hard 2, where how the number 2 just hits and slams the screen like that, how the number 2 just slams and hits the screen. Just like in Die Hard 2, the same thing happened in Toy Story 2, where the number 2 hits and slams the screen. Especially that, I think both Die Hard 2 and Toy Story 2, I think both movies they have similar sound design, similar sound effects and sound design. But only Gary Rydstrom worked on the sound effects for Toy Story 2 and not Die Hard 2. But yeah, it was just some other sound designer that worked on the sound effects for Die Hard 2 along with the first one. Yeah, so overall, Die Hard 2 was a good sequel to Die Hard, and I'm gonna give Die Hard 2 3.5 out of 5. That's my best rating, 3.5 out of 5. It was a good sequel. So if you haven't seen Die Hard 2 yet, then I recommend it. I also recommend the first movie as well. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Die Hard 2 from 1990. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.